ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਈਵਕੈਨ ਐਪ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਾਂ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਭਰਨੀ ਭੁੱਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਟਰੈਵਲਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਤੌਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਟਰੈਵਲਰ ਡਿਟੇਲਸ ਮੁਹੱਈਆ ਕਰਵਾ ਸਕਣਗੇ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਾਰਡਰ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਹਦਾਇਤਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਟਰੈਵਲਰਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਸ ਪਰਸਨ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਡਿਟੇਲਸ ਹਾਸਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਜ਼ਿਕਰਯੋਗ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਟਰੈਵਲਰ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਸਮੇਂ ਲਈ ਦੇਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੋਵੇ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦਾਖਲ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਸ ਐਪ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਲਾਜ਼ਮੀ ਕਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ।
Mr. Speaker, in order for Canadians to cross the land border from the US into Canada, they have to upload their proof of vaccination to the government's official app called ArriveCan. But this requirement has been poorly communicated, to say the least. Now, if you fail to do this, Canadians are finding out at the border upon returning home that they will be punished by their government with a mandatory 2-week quarantine, and there's absolutely no recourse for them. MPs have received hundreds of complaints about this, Mr. Speaker, and Canadians deserve reasonable accommodation at their own land border. When will they get it?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to assure my colleague and all members in this chamber that this government will never hesitate to put in place the public health care measures which are required at the border to protect all Canadians, particularly now as we continue to learn more about the variant of concern, Omicron. It's absolutely necessary that we exercise an abundance of caution at the borders to protect everyone so that we can protect the progress that we've made thus far. And with regards to ArriveCan, I want to assure my colleague that I've spoken with the CBSA so that there's additional guidance to provide the opportunity for travellers to provide the information that is necessary on ArriveCan in person at the borders.
Honourable Member for Kildonan St. Paul.
Mr. Speaker, if you've received mandatory quarantine for spending, say, 30 minutes at the grocery store in the US, there's your government's response. They have no plan to help you and are by all accounts pleased with their punishments of Canadians. And we need to look at the facts. The ArriveCan app has crashed for some users. Many can access it from poor cell service. Many seniors don't have smartphones. For others, costly data plans are out of reach for them. And keep in mind, all of these people are double vaccinated Canadians, and yet there's no recourse for them, and they're forced into quarantine because of poor communication from this government. Something needs to be done about this, and something needs to be done about it now.
Exactly.
And again, Canadians deserve reasonable accommodation. When will the Liberals start treating Canadians with respect, Mr. Speaker?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I can assure you the best way to treat Canadians with respect is to protect them and to ensure that we are introducing the public health care measures that are necessary at the border in the wake of the variant of concern, Omicron. Perhaps my colleague would just simply discard evidence and science. On this side of the House, we use that as the North Star to ensure that we are protecting the health and safety of Canadians. We have done that throughout the pandemic, and we will continue to do so